Hello, I'm Vincent Griffith from Teagasc Moore Park Fermoy, and the reason I'm talking at this year's National Dairy Conference is to introduce PastureBase Ireland, the new web-based grassland decision support tool and database that Teagasc have developed. So the reason Teagasc decided to develop PastureBase was because at the moment there's a lot of grassland data being generated on farms, but this data isn't being used for industry gain. There's no central database collating all the information together, and that's the goal of PastureBase. So from my talk at the National Dairy Conference, we just took some of the data from the first year of the study, and we looked at production across farms. We noticed that there was significant difference in production between what the highest producing farms and what the lowest producing farms were producing. And what we noticed was that within farms there's big variation in what individual paddocks produce. So for example, a high producing farm would have a small range between its best producing paddock and its lowest producing paddock, while a lower yielding farm tends to have much larger variation between the higher and lower yielding paddocks, up to 7 tonnes of dry matter. So we put some economic analysis on this, and it's evident that farmers are losing significant amounts of money due to underproducing paddocks. For example, the difference between a farm going 13 tonnes of dry matter and a farm going 11 tonnes of dry matter, if both farms are 39 hectares, is almost €10,000 in extra profit generated by the farm growing 13 tonnes of dry matter, and that's assuming an 80% utilisation of all grass grown on the farm. We noticed this year that during the periods of drought, farms on heavier soils obviously grew much more because they hadn't the same levels of moisture deficit on their farms. So I suppose to sum up really, the paper, a national grassland database has been developed by Teagasc. It's only the start. We see PastureBase being the focus of grassland research in the future. Farmers need to be aware of underproducing paddocks on their farm and take action to address them. So there's a wide range of issues that could be causing underproduction on farms, such as the soil fertility or low amounts of ryegrass in the sward. So farmers need to identify that, target their lower yielding paddocks, and the best way to do this is to have accurate on-farm grassland information that they can use to identify these paddocks, and then take corrective action to improve dry matter production. What a farmer needs to do is, first of all, he needs to be doing weekly grass measurements to get an accurate picture of his farm growth on his farm, so he'll get the individual growth of each paddock. And then if he has lower yielding paddocks that he identifies, he might need to take soil samples from those paddocks to see if they're low in P and K or low pH. If there's not a lot of ryegrass in the sward, if they're being invaded by weeds, reseeding might be an option there. If there's a drainage issue on the paddock, he might need to look at drainage, provided it's a viable option. And there might be issues with poaching on farms due to poor farm infrastructure, such as lack of roadways or access to the paddock. So those are the kind of issues the farmer needs to address. With reference to a slide that I presented in the conference, it's just a look at the effect of increasing grass utilisation on farm profit. So as the amount of grass utilised on farm increases, farm profit increases, and every extra 1 tonne of dry matter utilised on farm is worth €160 per hectare to the farm. So that's why it's so important to increase grass growth and utilisation on farms.